What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Christmas game they had Week 16 in the NFL 2020. Vikings and the Saints. Okay, you're looking at the score right now if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're listening to it on the podcast, the score was 52-33. Alvin Kamara had 6 rush TDs, tied for the most in a game in NFL history. Mike Zimmer sounded off. The best part of this game was the post-game conference. When they were asking questions, Mike Zimmer was very, very upset, as he should be, because he's probably going to get fired. Like, look, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. He was supposed to be a defensive mastermind when he went to, Minnesota. And over the years, they've had really good defenses. They went into the playoffs, got dominated when we were shocked by it because their defense was supposed to be that good. And now they're giving up 6 rush TDs. So, we're going to have to figure out where the balance is with that. I don't understand exactly what's going on with that situation, but there are things that they're going to have to discuss among the internal part of the organization to figure out what is the problem. Because this defense was very, very bad. Even though it did pick off Drew Brees, because he has a noodle arm, bro, and he's coming back off of very, very, ridiculous injuries, bro. Like, the dude had like 18 broken ribs. Like, it was wild stuff that he's coming off of, but that doesn't take away from the fact that the dude has a noodle arm, and he will throw a pick right to a defender. All right, we're going to get to him in a second, but we're going to touch on Kirk Cousins. Looking at his numbers, 27-41, 291, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I can't be... Like, watching him play, I got Kirk Cousins. So I can't be mad when I expect Kirk Cousins. It's not like he's going to go above and beyond and, like, try to figure out a way to keep going because his defense is getting dominated. He doesn't know what to do. He's just a guy that goes out there and he's going to try to keep to the game plan and make plays happen when he can. That's all he's going to do. It's going to be nothing spectacular. I can't blame him for this travesty that occurred. Dalvin Cook, 73 yards on the ground. Like, what if he's not getting a $120 and more? Like, I know a lot of you guys that have fantasy is like, yo, what were you doing the whole game, Dalvin? Like, you serious? They weren't doing a lot. Adam Thielen, 3 yards away from 100 yards, 8 receptions on 9 targets. Justin Jefferson, 10 targets, 6 receptions, 85 yards. He wasn't able to really do the things that he wanted to do, obviously because the Saints defense is not a joke. And them dudes make plays. Lattimore did go wild when he got hurt. He was going off the field. He was saying some real wild stuff. But that is in the point of competition. All right? Some people were mad about Lattimore being overzealous about it. No. I love what Lattimore is doing. Let me explain something to you, right? A lot of people complain about what these NFL athletes do on the field. Like, I don't like the fact that, what is that? What is that? I forgot the guy's name. The dude, the cornerback from the Baltimore Ravens. That I think it's like Marcus something. That idiot. When you try to spit on an opponent, that's a little bit different than when you're just out there trash talking and just letting you know, like, look, I got the better of you. You know what I'm saying? Lattimore, they're like, look, dude, you a bum to me. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm done with you, I'm gonna go see your moms after. Like, that kind of trash talk is fine. It's when you start going into that situation of taking it above and beyond. All right. I like what I saw. That's the part of, my training was better than your training. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a corner and you're a wide receiver and you're my job for that day, if I keep you away from what you're supposed to be getting, I've done my job. I'm going to talk trash. I'm going to keep it on the field. Some people thought it was a little bit too much, like I said, but I enjoy that because they've taken so much away from the game. These players are still human beings. They're going to react. It's just that when you go a little bit too crazy, I have a problem with that. Like the spitting, it's no place for that. That's just ridiculous. But trash talk, fine, whatever. So the Saints defense is really, really good. All right. That's going to be a problem for a lot of people that think they're going into the playoffs and they're just going to run through them. Now, I'm telling you this right now. I believe, this is just my thought process. AFC, somebody going to have to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like, I'm not even worried about the playoffs, like, going through all the other stuff. They're more than likely going to get that bye. I'm just telling you right now, I feel that they're going to repeat and get 2 Super Bowls back to back, and that's pretty much it, right? When you look at the NFC, I don't think that the Bucs are going to be able to beat the Saints just because defensively Tom Brady is going to be getting pressured up the middle, and we know what happens to him. Denver did it to him that one year with the Jets. Like, when you get pressure up the middle on Tom Brady, it's GG's in the chat. So when people are asking me, Gmi, what do you think about the Saints? What's going on? Let me first break down this Christmas game, right? Let's take a look at what happened. Drew Brees, 311 yards, 2 interceptions, and they were bad interceptions. He was 19 of 26, but a lot of the things that he was doing, I think he's working his way back in. It's not a situation where it's like, okay, this guy is going to be trash in the playoffs. I don't think. We just can't expect he doesn't have that arm strength to like deliver it really fast. Like the interception when he's trying to go to Jared Cook, like the ball is just not getting there fast enough. He doesn't have the velocity, but he hasn't had velocity for a very long time. He's just extremely accurate and he knows how to dump down. Like as long as he knows how to dump down, this man is good. Like, bro, he could throw a drag route like nobody's business for 2 yards, and then usually Michael Thomas takes it for 99 yards. But all that stuff is pretty much done with the way that they're trying to work in the offense right now. So we're gonna have to see what happens come playoff time. Okay, so now we know that Drew Brees was 19 of 26, 311, 2 interceptions, right? Alvin Kamara had 155 yards and 6 touchdowns. Now, when you're giving up 6 touchdowns, a couple things have to happen. The janitor has to be fired just because he was there while practice was going on. The person that, opens the gate in the morning, you got to fire him. Like, random people got to get fired because why is this happening? And I know Mike Zimmer sounding off was really hilarious, at least to me. But again, I don't know what they're doing and why they're doing it and how they're getting away with it. That Vikings defense is an absolute joke. Every time, and you know what? He could have had 7. He low-key could have had 7, but Sean Payton wanted to be Sean Payton, and let me put Taysom Hill in. I'm an idiot. Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now so everybody understands. Alvin Kamara could have had 7 touchdowns and broke the record. But I think it's Sean Payton. See that dude right there? If he didn't have that one Super Bowl, he gets a lot of credit about being like this offensive genius, and sometimes I think a lot of these guys just overthink everything. Because you could have just given Alvin Kamara the 7 touchdowns and just say, look, break the record, do what you want to do. My mom's is in the car. You know what I'm saying? But instead, whatever, Taysom Hill, whatever. Look, I'm going to tell you this again. The Saints are a dangerous team, but I don't know what Drew Brees we're going to get in the playoffs. If Drew Brees is running around with a noodle arm doing whatever he wants, like, you throw 2 interceptions in the playoffs, you're going to lose. Because nobody's going to give up 6 touchdowns to Alvin Kamara. This Vikings defense is terrible. So Mike Zimmer saying it's the worst defense he ever had, he's not lying about that. Like he's being honest. It looks like, he's trying to just he's very upset. And no, he's telling the truth. That defense is terrible. But even with all of that, that's not going to happen in the playoffs. This kind of stuff, nobody's letting Alvin Kamara rush for 6 touchdowns in the playoffs. So Drew Brees is going to have to make some moves. He can't throw those 2 interceptions. I just want you Saint fans to know, because I know you guys will come to the channel, oh my God, 504, oh my God, gumbo and a couple of chitlins. I'm going to tell you this right now, dude. It's not going to work like that. So everybody needs to calm down, and we got to figure out what's going on. But this situation right here was absolutely insane. All right, because you look at the receiving yards, Emmanuel Sanders, 4 receptions on 5 targets, 83 yards. Jared Cook, 82 yards. You know what I'm saying? Adam Trotman, 45 yards. It wasn't like a crazy offensive game with the passing. It was just a very, very good game with Alvin Kamara. Latavius Murray came in with 72. We're going to have to see what Drew Brees can do in the playoffs. That's what I'm looking to do. We already knew the Vikings were a terrible team. That's not the issue here. The issue is what's going to happen come the playoffs. We got 2 weeks. We're going to see what's going to go on. And that's it. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Let me know. We got a lot of games coming over the weekend. I'm going to see you guys and girls very, very soon. Continue to enjoy your holidays, and I will see you soon. One love, y'all.